We're continuing with the 2.6 to 2.9 review. This is number 8. Calculators are still allowed. However, on this particular problem, they are not needed, and in fact, they won't help you at all. So, I've given you a curve, y equals g of x. We don't know what it is explicitly. We just know it's a curve. And then I told you that this limit equals 3 minus 8a. So, the job is to find the slope of the curve at any of these specified points. So the trick in this problem, kind of the skill that I'm looking for, is whether or not you recognize what this is. If we look at it, we see what looks like a y coordinate minus a y coordinate, and if I take this x coordinate and subtract that one, I end up here. So ignoring the limit, this looks an awful lot like a secant slope. Once I let h go to 0, we can see that this point will turn into a comma g of a. So it's collapsing onto the other point, which means that this is indeed a tangent slope. Because it's a tangent slope, we can write it as g prime of a equals 3 minus 8a. Now I have an expression for the slope of any value of a on that curve of g. So to find the slope of the curve at x equals negative 1/4, all I have to do is plug in negative 1/4. So I would have 3 minus an 8 times a negative 1/4 gives me a 3 plus a 2, which is 5. I can repeat the process with B and C and D and E, so let's just do E. That looks like it's the toughest one. I have G prime of 2 1/8. That's going to be 3 minus 8 times 2 1/8. So that'll be a 3 minus an 8 times a 17/8. The 8s will cancel. I'll get a 3 minus a 17, which is a negative 14. Hopefully that's enough to get you going.